Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to God of War Ragnarök. And welcome back to our playthrough on Give Me God of War difficulty, with most of the HUD features turned off.
What are these animals?
Gulon, native to Vanaheim. Not sure what they're doing here.
Unnatural. Two Gulons sit in front of this marker that says unnatural. They're tied to a sled and completely calm. Strange. How long have they sat here? They're just as well behaved as Becky and Svanna. Unnatural. Probably closer to the pronunciation.
Someone trained them to pull a sled. Lucky for us.
Domesticated Gulon. Most unusual. Any particular direction to find your wounded animal? Or are we just enjoying the weather?
I can't hear anything out here.
Perhaps we find a cave first to catch our bearings? A tempting treasure chest! Damn the sand!
Look! There's a cave entrance!
So there is.
This cave extends underneath the desert. Is the creature within?
Yeah, sounds like it. We'll find it if we keep going. What is this place?
A refuge for the Dark Elves, by the looks of it. One of the few remaining now that they're barred from the temple.
Great.
Right side! Watch your left!
Damn it.
Got that one, brother.
You know, now that I know more about the Dark Elves, I wish we didn't have to fight them.
They attack us.
Well, this is their home. And considering what happened the last time we were in Alfheim, can you really blame them?
No, okay.
Patience. A virtue or a threat?
Depends on the reader.
Found deep within a dark elf cave. Must use these as outposts to launch raids on the temple. A useful spot to watch their enemy and plan their next assault. I see it.
The creature you had. What does it say now?
It's not always like that. Some animals are just... I feel what they're feeling, you know? And whatever this thing is, it's in a lot of pain.
I see.
Why do you ask?
I am curious.
Really?
I am capable of curiosity.
Okay. Okay.
Behind you! Incoming!
What the? What the f? It's so wonky the way those little guys work sometimes.
Behind you! Incoming!
God damn! Like what? What even was that? Like what were you doing there, Kratos? Because you were. Yeah, I don't know. I messed up, I guess. Nothing new under the sun there. It's just really annoying with these little fuckers, man.
Left side!
That's 4 hits with the blades. And that little are still not being dead.
Right side, brother! Nicely done.
Never been this interested before. Can I talk to animals or enchanted rings or whatever?
Much has changed. For both of us.
Well, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why you've helped some random animal.
Is this not what you want?
No, it is. I'm just surprised it's what you want too.
Wait, no. We should. Right. More blood mead.
Una babolo! Naniuta! Jumper! Undo! Behind you! Sobatina! Naniuta!
Damn it. Oh my god, it's still hitting me there.
Right side! Farther!
Oh my god. How does that not hit anybody or anything? Whatever, man. Whatever. What the fuck? It definitely seemed like that didn't hit anybody at all. Yeah. Oh my god! Fuck off. In all honesty, just fuck right off. Oh man. So fuck up.
Behind you, brother!
And he still doesn't want to dodge shit. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Can't get him to dodge much of anything. He could not give any less. Shit.
Look out!
It's so. Oh, man. Oh my god, his stagger immunity, his instant dodge with iframes, yeah. It's a lot.
Behind you! Look out!
God fucking. It's so much. Oh, I'm so bored now. Okay.
Look out!
What the fuck, man? I don't know why it won't reflect onto anyone all of a sudden. Oh my god!
Let's fight!
He won't pick that up because he's in battle, I guess. Yeah, enough, man.
Are you sure we're doing the right thing?
If you wish to abandon this creature, we will leave.
Well, no. I don't want to abandon it. But if we have to kill a bunch of Dark Elves to get there...
I remember a young lad whom, until this very moment, would take on an army of Draugr to save a wounded animal.
But these aren't undead Draugr. They're elves. I just want to make sure we're not repeating the same mistakes. Getting involved where we shouldn't.
Yeah. That's smart. That's because you've grown wiser. Learned from experience. Okay. Oh yeah. Could buy that.
It's gonna explode!
Nope. That ain't it.
Look there. That bomb should help us out.
Wait, which bomb? Which bomb? There's a bomb? No, yeah, of course there's.
It's just...
God damn it, I'm so
Why
blind.
does it feel like no matter what we do in Alpine, we wind up hurting Dark Elves?
We are down here to help the creature you heard.
I know that, but I'm usually the one who drags us around trying to rescue animals. Why do you care so much? There's something you're not telling me?
No.
Okay. Found it. What is it?
Great Gefyun's ghost! That's the largest bloody half-goof I've ever laid eyes on.
It's not just in pain. It's trying to sing.
It's the Song of the Sands. We don't normally sing like this underground.
Is that what's causing the storm?
Aye. Judging by all this hive matter weighing it down, it's been trapped here for dozens of winters.
Don't worry, Lynch. We'll get you out.
What is that name?
Well, the last squid thingy we saw was Diener, so...
Oh boy. While I appreciate the attempt at humor, that little brother is truly awful wordplay. Embarrassing, really.
Oh, well, can't all be winners.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go. Looks like it can move now, but it still can't get out.
Much of the hive matter is gone. We can free it from the surface now.
Why did they...
We should also check. Dark Elf Lord. The largest and strongest of the Dark Elves we faced. Lords weaponize light and use it to temporarily blind their enemies before landing a devastating attack on them, as if they couldn't simply crush your skull on their own. Perhaps the tactic makes the deaths of their enemies more humane.
Rapid down here.
Half-goofers are known to burrow, so I'd hesitate to place full blame on our Dark Elf friends.
But it's trapped in their hive stuff.
Hive matter doesn't belong to the Dark Elves, any more than the light belongs to the Light Elves. It's just another of Alfheim's natural resources, one the Elves have used since the time of their ancestors. And while the Light Elves seem keen to banish the hive over on their side, the Dark Elves make effective use of it out here in the Barrens.
So, by clearing out all of this hive, are we hurting Dark Elves?
You wish to leave the creature enslaved?
No.
Then let us free it.
This is the spot! We can cut the half-goofa loose here! flies?
Of course it flies. It's a half-goofer.
Sounds much happier now. And hey, the storm's gone.
Aye, perhaps we'll finally earn some goodwill from our Dark Elf friends after all.
Look, Father, thanks for bringing us out here, but you don't have to do this kind of stuff just to keep my mind off Ragnarok, you know?
This was not a distraction.
No? Then why are we really out here?
Have you ever considered... He just wants to spend time with you, lad. While he still can.
Really?
We do not know what lies ahead. But if Ragnarok approaches, I wish to enjoy the time we have left.
I don't know what to say. Thank you for bringing us out here. I'm glad we did this.
As a...
Hafgufa. We have discovered that the source of the sandstorm in the Barrens was a creature Mimir calls a Hafgufa. I encountered something like this as a boy, but it was a much smaller sea creature that did not fly. Now that the storm has subsided, we can explore the desert freely and collect resources. To the west we can see another sandstorm, likely caused by another Hafgufa. We should ease this creature's pain when the time is right.
Aye.
There's something I'm not sure I quite understand. In the Ragnarok prophecy Odin knows, all the realms get destroyed, including Asgard. And the version Groa kept secret, Asgard still falls. Wouldn't Odin have tried to prevent it either way? What difference did her lie really make?
I think of it this way. When it comes to subverting prophecy, knowledge is power. Without the full picture and context, the finer details can lead you to tragically incorrect interpretations. Back in my homeland, I was privy to the operations of a certain coven of heath witches who were keen on destabilizing the government.
Enough. We will continue later.
Yep. Atreus accessory. We should also check Atreus' skills, incidentally.
Point to the left side!
You okay?
Yeah, earned that. Leaving myself way too vulnerable to the range spit from the other toads.
Left leg! Find you! Look out!
Oh my... How the... What the fuck? Okay, I guess we took a fucking spitball and then that other one just tore us completely to pieces. Sure.
Behind you! Look out!
Damn it, man.
It's clinging to the wall! You gotta knock it down! Right side! Incoming!
Poison your back!
They smell awful.
Nasty hit!
Oh
You
my
alright, brother?
God, man. Ugh, constant backstabs. Constant frog spit. Yeah. Also need to stop exclusively going with one weapon.
Left leg, poison! Behind you! Incoming!
Oh my God! Oh.
These things smell awful.
He can just flail infinitely, I guess. And rip us to shreds. And that goddamn spit on the ground as well. Like the area denial. There are so many of those goddamn spitters.
Behind you! Incoming!
What the fuck?
Behind you! Look out!
Brother, that groom's found a perch on high!
Yeah, give me more frost on that one.
Look here.
The desert of our ignorance. So much of who we are is lost. Not just this desiccated Leviathan, nor its ilk, but the very identity of this creature is knowledge forgotten. Was it a predator? A wraith of the barrens to be feared and avoided? Or perhaps a gentle behemoth, tamed by the pre-division elves and farmed for meat? The answer is a grain of sand in the desert of our ignorance. Our history remains buried beneath generations of dead elves. Should another manage to rise above our malignant dogma and search for answers, let these bones serve as a warning. If nothing changes, we will remain forgotten. The Consul.
So you just refuse to pick a favorite poem? That's uncharacteristically indecisive of you.
I have a favorite poem already. One from my homeland.
Celestial Construct. A mind-expanding poetic experience constructed by who else but Kvasia. Look around you, O God. Turn your head. Guide your metal friend with care, or else it be dead. Rescue its friends, experience tension. Immerse yourself in a new dimension. Melt the radiance.
Brother, do you ever think of cooking meat with those blades of yours?
No. They would foul the meat.
Oh, because of the magic on them?
The blood.
Ah, yes. Carry on then. As I recall, I was about to relate the story of the Heath Witches, who overthrew a government using only deceptive prophecies. They picked an influential Thane, an otherwise loyal man, and fed him a story of his own ascension to king. They dressed it up in enough details they knew would come to pass, so when they did, the Thane took it as confirmation. Next thing you know, he's helping matters along. He murders his king, sleeping under his own roof. Murders many he once called
Macbeth.
friends, too, thinking them fated to oppose him. Then, for a finishing touch, the witches revisit this usurper. With just a few details structured ever so misleadingly, they convinced the fool he was invulnerable to all threats.
Physical or magical.
Aye, but 'twas not so for him. All turned into a rather magnificent bloodbath as they go. The Thane ends up without his head and a name so cursed none dare speak it. All thanks to a subtly deceptive prophecy.
You've really got to write these stories down one day, Mimir.
Well, I try. Jaw tends to get sore, but thank you, lad.
Oh, I gotta remember to ask Tyr about his travels to the lands beyond the seas.
You wish to travel the world.
I don't know. Maybe. See new places. Find out more about myself.
the modern equivalent of a backpacking journey. Just for gods. One supposes. Oh, well. Alright. Sorry. Pups. So clearly, I am definitely missing something here. That seems self-evident. Because how do I get up there? And how do...
The soldiers we fought in Svartalfheim, those were Einherjar? I thought Einherjar were just spirits in Valhalla until Ragnarok comes.
They were no spirits.
Indeed, brother. Odin appears to have found a loophole. Activated his forces early as a standing army. Perhaps something he could only do without any honest Valkyries around to stand in his way.
That went well.
What's that?
A diagram for a sword hilt.
Perhaps we should show it to one of the dwarves. They'll know what to do with it.
Alright, that's the full Radiance armor we found.
A horn.
Not to be confused with Gjallarhorn. This piece symbolizes peace, or at least Freya's hopes for peace. It was said amongst the more easily excitable of the elves that one day Freya would blow the horn of quiet, and in so doing bring an end to the war between the elves. Just wishful thinking, I'm afraid. No prophecy ever spoke of such a horn, and, as far as I can tell, no such item exists. But that didn't stop the elves from hoping. Can't fault them for that.
These rooms.
The tower's purpose. Though it now serves as a military outpost, this tower's architecture indicates a different function in the time before the division of light and dark. I could find no mention within the archives, which is not altogether unusual. Many of the texts within have been sanitized across generations. but the very absence of any information is telling, in and of itself. What sacrilegious ceremonies were held here, so inimical to our current status quo, that the librarians eradicated all mention of this tower's true purpose? I can't help but assume the answer is the key to a lasting peace. The Consul.
Come on, brother. Let's have it. You mentioned you had a favourite poem from your homeland. What was it about?
A cunning general. A war over forbidden love.
I believe I've heard of this one. Did it involve a horse that was not as it appeared?
Yes, but that is not what happened.
Oh, it's based on truth then. And you were there.
Yes, I prefer the poem.
You know what? My face is itchy. I think my beard's coming in.
Is it?
Yeah, on my jawline. See? It's growing.
Is it?
That's not just dirt.
It's not dirt.
That's pretty adorable.
Here.
Gulen Call. Thanks to the opposition's grotesque hypocrisy, Alfheim's Gulen are a threat to our livelihood. Though I have called many on the surface, there are undoubtedly more down below in the Dark Elves' hovels. As long as we deny them access to our light, the pair at the desert's entrance shall remain the only docile version of these foul beasts. Let them remain. They will serve as useful subjects for further light fusion experimentation. The Maven.
Mimir, I know this sounds weird, but can you tell me again what happens when someone dies?
Every living thing has a soul, and every soul has 4 parts. Form, mind, direction, and luck. Direction steers the souls of giants, dwarves, elves, and animals toward the Lake of Souls in Alfheim, where all the parts may be absorbed back into Alfheim's great light.
So that's where Fenrir is? The Lake of Souls?
So long as his soul still has its direction, aye, it's well on its way.
Mimir, you were talking about how Fenrir's soul is headed for the light of Alfheim. That's because he was a wolf, right?
Aye. Were he a god or a human who died in battle, a Valkyrie would have taken him to Valhalla or Folkvanger. Had he been a human or god who died outside of battle, he'd be cast down to Helheim. But Fenrir was a wolf, so his soul will join all the others in Alfheim.
Like mothers.
Yes, like your mother's. Sort of a harp. I can play beautifully, you know.
A miniature harp. Unplayable, of course. Likely meant to reflect Freya's musical skill. It's said that with a stringed instrument in his hand and a song on his lips, there was nothing he couldn't accomplish. No virgin too chaste, no warrior too wrathful. I'd like to imagine Freya was smart enough to not resort to song and dance when it came to brokering a peace between the elves. That's what I'd like to imagine, anyway.
And would prefer it remain that way.
Wound of affliction. Shield strikes against status afflicted enemies, blah blah. Right.
Mimir, you said souls come in 4 parts. Does that mean you can lose some of your soul, but not all of it?
Aye. Form, mind, direction, and luck. Lose any one of them and the entire being suffers. Still, sometimes luck alone is enough. Just ask your father.
My success does not come from luck.
Ah, the refrain of the eternally lucky.
Not sure you get much luckier than surviving decapitation. Although, I mean, Kratos has died several times.
Looks like a lot of the sand is cleared up. But there's another storm out that way. You think that means...
Another half-goofa.
The chisel will not open this.
Did the lighthouse put this lock here? Why would they care what happens in the Barrens?
A fair question. But until we find the right key, that poor half-goofa will have to continue its solo act.
Father, can we build a lyre together?
The instrument. Why?
We hunt, we train. Those are the only 2 things you do to distract yourself.
They are not distractions.
Oh, of course not.
I just thought it'd be nice to learn some music. You could teach me, and... No, it's stupid. Never mind. Oh, definitely need that.
Not really.
How can I help? I'll heat up the forge.
Right.
Hey, what happened to all the armor we made you already?
I used it.
Well, maybe try to make this one last longer.
I will not.
Huh. That might be my best piece yet today.
Very good.
Want something in particular? Cool. Their deaths will be painless-ish. Be safe!
Alright. I think we're ready to head back in C2. I mean, there's also... Could try... Quick detour to Niflheim. We have 3000 XP as well. More burn damage.
Wait, are those Odin's ravens? The ones we've been destroying all this time?
So it would seem.
Free are we, free of the Father. Our half-lives now belong to no other.
What do you think that means?
I don't know, but there's definitely something more going on here.
A gift of life, a gift in death. To his mother forever, the All-Father's breath.
Their thoughts. I can't read them. They seem to like us, though.
One hopes. I suppose we should continue to destroy any of Odin's ravens when we find them.
Do we have to be here? Creeping me out, all these poor bastards with their souls cut up.
Well, I hope Tyr's had enough time to find his equilibrium, or whatever.
Indeed. I saw flashes of the old god of war in him, but they were fleeting.
There is nothing wrong with opposing war, nor opposing prophecy.
I suppose that's fair. Never can be quite sure what the Giants meant by any of it.
Am I the only one that remembers they predicted our entire journey to Jotunheim? If the Giants saw Tyr leading armies at Ragnarok, then I believe them.
The question is how you'll ever make Tyr believe it.
Master Kratos, I would speak with you.
Speak.
If you are ever in need of my services and I am not present, I have installed these handy chimes for you to notify me. Simply throw your axe and strike the chimes, and I will attend to your needs. Would you care to take a practice throw? A magnificent throw, Master Kratos. Truly a seasoned pro. Very well. You know how to reach me now. But putting all that aside for the moment, is there anything else?
I have a question.
Splendid! I delight in offering my tutelage to the inquisitive.
Over the ledge, by the gateway over there. I noticed these dragons.
Dragons? Oh no, young Master Atreus. Those are leaned worms, the brood of Nithhog.
Nithhog? That's the mother?
Correct. She's also a vital piece of the Yggdrasilian circle of life, as it were. I tend the branches up here, while Nithhog chews the roots from below to prevent overgrowth. A delicate balance.
So they're friendly?
Well, they're not nearly so affable as myself, but there's no reason to expect hostility so long as they're left in peace. Nithhog is a stern matriarch, as protective of her offspring as she is determined to teach them proper discipline.
That sounds...
Familiar.
Until we meet again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for today's episode. Thank you very much for joining me as always. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Please join me for the next one, where we go see Tyr and see where we go from there. Until then, please take care, be safe, enjoy life, and good night, and good luck. Bye-bye.